of course, we're entering the playoffs for the NFL also. And, there's been a lot of coach movement already.
Yeah.
And Freddie Kitchens was the first one to go. Cleveland didn't even allow him back on the team bus. They're like, nope, call the Uber, get your own flight. We're done with you.
They told him, you can't stand the heat, get out the kitchen, and they fired his fucking ass.
Which we kind of knew was coming. We talked about it on a few previous episodes where we knew, you know what I'm saying? He couldn't handle the locker room, couldn't handle OBJ. Time to go. Sorry.
Yeah, especially losing that last game to the Bengals, who at that point only had one win, which was over the Jets. They were by far the worst team. Because even at the end of the season, like the Redskins and the Giants and the Dolphins looked way better.
Yeah, they
were
started
actually
to pick
winning
it up
games.
a little bit. Yeah.
But yeah, Bengals were by far the worst. Everyone knew they were going to get the first pick, where they're probably going to take Joe Burrow. And it's not like they lost by like a field goal. They fucking lost by like 10 points.
Yeah. Yeah, it was too fucking much for the Bengals to beat you by.
Yeah. So, and they were still like, fighting for whatever they were fighting for. But, yeah, the writing was on the wall. Freddie Kitchens is a goner. Of course, we just today, Ron Rivera was introduced as the Redskins' new head coach, and Jack Del Rio is his defensive coordinator. But another one who you thought it was probably time was Pat Shurmur.
Yeah, 100%. And that happened also. And again, both of these guys are like offensive minded, supposedly, and can't produce no fucking offense. you have Saquon Barkley. How can you not produce offense?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what's your game plan going into these games and dropping back 45 fucking times a game? I guess if you're down, like, I get it, but
yeah, but if
you
that's
gotta
supposed to be
highlight
a thing,
Saquon Barkley.
and especially Pat Shurmur, who just came right before the Giants job in Minnesota when he was with the Vikings, and he had Case Keenum, and Case Keenum was fucking balling that year.
Yeah.
Like, he was putting up numbers. They went all the way to the NFC championship game. So, and they did not have a Saquon Barkley. Of course, they had the receiving core, but it is crazy. And Pat Shurmur, even when they hired him, I'm not even a Giants fan. I didn't like the hiring. I'm like, what the fuck did this guy do? He had one good year with Case Keenum. Literally everything went perfect. The Minneapolis Miracle happened that year.
Yeah, yeah. And especially with that same year where they were looking for the head coach, Matt Rule was like big on the Giants, like, you know what I'm saying, around the organization. And I would have bet money that he was going to get the job the way all these analysts and everybody was talking about it.
Yeah, and now he's one of the top candidates again.
Yeah, and they interviewed with Mike McCarthy also.
Oh yeah, the former Packers coach.
Yeah.
But yeah, even you just look at Pat Shurmur, he just didn't seem like he was built for New York.
No.
Back when he was the head coach for the Browns, they weren't good either. It's like, I don't know why they gave him a shot, but they did. It obviously didn't work. They went 9-23 in the 2 years he was there. And yeah, it just looked like there was no progress being made. So he got clipped off too. And currently, while we speak, Jason Garrett and Jerry Jones are probably in a jacuzzi together. They're probably in a bubble bath right now, and I don't know what they're discussing. This is like their third meeting they've had to talk about his future. I don't know what the fuck is going to happen.
I don't know why you need 3 meetings when you know, again, the writing should be on the fucking wall. You've been with us for 10 years, and you've won 2 playoff games.
Yeah,
10
years.
Do you see how much talent was on those Cowboys teams, even up till this year?
Yeah.
And you can't do nothing with these fucking teams? Offensive play calling is horrible. Kellen Moore got to fucking go. And, like, when he tried to make the excuse for Randall Cobb and Amari Cooper not being on the field when it was 4th and 8 in a fucking division-deciding game,
Yeah, I guess
late in the game, and you don't got 2 of your best fucking players on the field. Randall Cobb was killing them that game.
Yeah, he was.
And you're gonna send fucking Michael Gallup on a streak to the back of the end zone and let Dak throw it up
like it's a Hail Mary or something.
It's fucking terrible. It's terrible. He needs to go. I don't understand what the meeting is about. You need to fucking go.
Yeah, especially when, like you said, he's been there for 10 years. He was there as a player. Like, he's been there for, like, Jerry Jones fucking knows this guy. Like, what are you talking about? You know everything by now. He's been there 10 years. He's not getting the job done. You guys had the fucking division locked up, like, after, like, 8 weeks, and then just let it slip out your hands by losing all these games you weren't supposed to lose, like the game against the fucking Jets.
Oh, my God.
That was the first one. And then I just read an article today that's saying that maybe the Cowboys are looking to keep him, but not as a head coach, like find something else for him. How fucking weird is that going to be?
Like, what are you going to find for him? Are you going to give him the offensive coordinator position? Or is he going to be the quarterback coach? Like, I don't know what your plans are. Listen, if you want to do some shit like that, okay, but he cannot be fucking head coach going into next year. There's no way. There's absolutely no fucking way. You want to be a quarterback coach and teach Dak some tricks on how to throw? Cool, I'm fine with that. You want to fucking work the cookie stand in the stadium?
The Mrs. Fields stand?
Yeah, just so he can fucking keep you around? I'm fine with that. You want to join the scout team with, like, because he got, like, brothers and shit on the scout team.
Oh, word.
Yeah, so, like, I guess that's another reason, like, his family ties, but then go fucking scout.
Yeah.
But don't coach.
But
you're done as head coach.
Yeah, obviously as the top guy, he's not getting the job done. And yeah, to me, I'm like, they have to move on, but like you said, he's so embedded with that organization. He was there as a player. He's there as a coach, everything. So, I don't know. I guess it's a really tough decision for the Jones family to make, and that's why they're having fucking 47 meetings in 2 days. But we'll see what happens. But yeah, the seat that he's sitting on is hot as a motherfucker, and we'll see what happens.